What is going on, y'all? So today, NRS dropped new info on their website. They dropped character bios. Now, if this video exists, if you're watching right now, if it exists, that means there was enough interesting stuff here for me to feel like it was worthy to upload. Because I got videos, I got a few videos lined up, so I don't really need to upload this. So if it's like just boring info we already know, then I'm not going to upload. So if this video exists, then stay tuned because, you know, there must have been some something worthwhile in here. Now, I have not read any of this stuff. I saw people tweeting it out, and I was like, let me go ahead and record, and let me read it for the first time with y'all. So let's go. So the first character in the lineup, we got Liu Kang. Having one control of the hourglass. Now, let me stop real quick. Let me stop. Y'all in the comments who ate me up and were like, oh, it has nothing to do with MK11, Ed Boon said, this is example number 536 of why we can't go word for word with Ed. Ed is a troll. We can't go word for word, bar for bar with Ed. This is picking up from MK11. It is. Look, we see it right there in the first sentence. Having one control of the hourglass, Liu Kang restarted history. He neutralized the threats and dangers that come before, crafting a new era in which all beings would have the opportunity to find peace. But that peace is now threatened by an enemy that Liu Kang could have never have anticipated. It will take all of his wisdom and experience to save not only Earthrealm, but all of reality. So that he could never have anticipated. So that could be like a Titan, or it could be Onaga, right? Because whenever they restarted with Armageddon, they never had to deal with Onaga, right? In like the MK9 to 11 timeline, he was never like a thing yet, or whatever. So yeah, so I'm guessing it's either a Titan or Onaga. This is what I'm guessing. Okay, now Sub-Zero. As the Lin Kuei's Grandmaster, Sub-Zero leads his ancient warrior clan in the defense of Earthrealm from external threats. For centuries, it has been their solemn task. But Earthrealm hasn't been threatened in generations, and Sub-Zero sees no point in limiting his clan to preparing for dangers that may never come. Under his leadership, the Lin Kuei will come out of the shadows and fight for his place as one of Earthrealm's great nations. Okay, so the Lin Kuei is a nation? Okay, it's a whole nation, okay. In like times of peace, they got a little bored, so they came out of the shadows to... Okay, so they're a nation, and they're fighting to be one of the great ones, okay. Interesting. Now we move over to Scorpion. Let's go. And he's a Lin Kuei, whoa, revered Lin Kuei warrior. So I didn't notice that. So Liu's titled God of Fire, Sub-Zero's Grandmaster, the Lin Kuei. Scorpion, revered Lin Kuei warrior. So Scorpion is Lin Kuei. Like his cherished father, Scorpion is dedicated to the Lin Kuei and its defense of Earthrealm. When his father died, Scorpion was bereft. Is that how you say that? Though he took pride in knowing that his brother Sub-Zero would succeed their father as the Lin Kuei's Grandmaster. So he's the son of the former Grandmaster. But Sub-Zero's unprecedented moves to cast off the Lin Kuei's traditional duties have frozen Scorpion's enthusiasm. He fears that they may one day have to battle... I'm so bad at reading, y'all, my bad. He fears that he may one day have to battle his brother for control of the Lin Kuei's legacy. Wow. So is this Takeda? Is this Takeda like the original Scorpion? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's Takeda because if you look in the lore, like Takeda, the original one that the new one in MKX was named after, was the original Scorpion, and he came from the Lin Kuei. So I think that's who this is. I don't know. We'll see. So we got Kitana, Princess of Outworld. Kitana has one purpose in life: to aid and protect her older sister as she prepares to rule Outworld one day. So Mileena is the older sister here, and is the one who is going to get the throne. The steady-handed Kitana ignores the calls of those who advocate that she should replace her impulsive sister as heir. So she ignores them. She ignores the people who think she should replace Mileena. So she's supportive, okay. But we saw in the intro, like, Mileena thinks Kitana wants the throne. But I guess from this bio, Kitana doesn't. Like, she's supportive, like, for real. Instead, Kitana will defend the realm by fighting to make Mileena the best empress possible. She will also fight to hide the dark secret that could end her sister's reign before it begins. Yeah, so Mileena thinks that Kitana is like... Mileena's like self-conscious, right? She thinks like, you know, Kitana wants to take it from me, stuff like that. But Kitana really doesn't. Like, she's actually supportive. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. 21st century action hero Johnny Cage. Like many stars before him, Johnny became addicted to his fame. He came to measure his self-worth by his fans' adoration and their praise of him on social media. Yeah, like many of us these days, you know. But with his star now fading, Johnny's fighting an uphill battle to remain relevant. Dang, so he's washed up. Okay. He joins Liu Kang's Earthrealm champions, hoping they'll provide his career and fame a desperately needed boost. I don't know why I'm so bad at reading right now. My bad, y'all. But yeah, so he's a washed up actor. Wow. I feel like in the other games, Johnny's like, he's pretty famous, right? And then like they come in to be like, look, you know, you got to drop your acting and help us. But here he's washed up and he actually wants to help like Liu Kang and them to hope that it like revives his career. You know what I mean? Gives him like a second win. Okay. Interesting. So like Scorpion, like everyone's backstory here is a little bit different, you know, besides like Sub-Zero's. Like Scorpion, it looks like he's like not the same Scorpion we knew. And Kitana, it looks like she's like supportive of Mileena becoming Empress. And then Johnny's washed up and he wants to join. I feel like in other MK stories, it's like Johnny doesn't really want to join, but like he just decides to, like in the end, like for the greater good. But here he's like, he's desperate, you know, like he's doing anything to get his fame back. Okay, so Kenshi, restorer of his family's name. Hold on. What am I doing? Once one of ancient Japan's most honored families, the Takahashis, is that how you say Takahashi? Yeah, Takahashis were decimated in battle. Dang, they got decimated? Okay. They lost everything, including the emblem of their power, the revered sword, Sento. Those who survived joined the Bakuto, predecessor of the Yakuza, for its protection. Whoa, okay. So he's Yakuza. He's like mobster. 5 centuries later, Kenshi is raised on the stories of his ancient family's exploits. Detesting his corrupt Yakuza life, he pines to free the Takahashis from the Yakuza's grasp and restore their name. Okay. Okay, so he's, even though he's like a mobster, he's honorable. Okay. I understand. Okay, so Kenshi's, you know, he's a G. He's a G. Pretty typical, you know, Kenshi backstory, you know. I expect nothing less. He's an honorable guy, you know. He might be a mobster, but, you know, he wants to give up the mob ways and get to, you know, typical Kenshi stuff. Okay. So we got Kung Lao, youthful warrior with dreams of glory. So this is a little weird because if you remember the end of MK11, Liu Kang came down and he was like, are you ready to train? And he was like, train for what? Like, I'm just a farmer. What are you talking about? So it looks like they kind of like retconned that a little bit. Like they changed it from it being like the humble, like great Kung Lao to it being like, maybe that Kung Lao's still there, but maybe this is like his son or something. I don't know. Born and raised in the village of Fengjian, Kung Lao has spent his life toiling in the fields. It has been an honorable life, if not a glorious one. So it might be the same one. It might be the same one. Kung Lao's greatest fear is that his life will amount to nothing. He prays fervently that he will be called to do something bigger. His prayers are answered when he is asked to join the champions of Earthrealm. As a warrior fighting for its honor, Kung Lao knows that his victories will be long remembered. Alright, so it might be the same Lao. It might be the same one, or like that Lao's son, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, okay. So he was a farmer, but now he's trying to be a champion. Let's go. Alright, so Mileena, heir to the Outworld's throne, McQueen. Okay, let's go. So we got Mileena here, born mere seconds ahead of her twin sister. Mere seconds, dang. Mileena is the rightful heir to the Outworld throne, but even so, there are those who distrust Mileena's impulsiveness. They whisper that Kitana, with her steadier hand, should replace Mileena as heir to the throne. Okay, makes sense. As Mileena fights for legitimacy, she hides a horrible secret. She is infected with the dreaded and lethal Tarkat disease. Were her affliction found out, Mileena would be forced into battle to save her throne. Wow, okay. Yeah, that's definitely good. Shit's gonna hit the fan with that for sure. Shit is definitely gonna hit the fan. This whole, like, Mileena being born in Edenia and stuff like that in this timeline is gonna make things so interesting, y'all. It's gonna make things so interesting. Champion of Earthrealm, so it's confirmed, y'all. Raiden is the champion, not Kung Lao, not Kenshi, not Johnny. It's Raiden. Raiden is Liu's champion. They have officially swapped roles. It's confirmed. In the village of Fengjian, Raiden was known for his kindness and his charity. He was happy to spend his days tending to the fields, as well as to his friends and family. So when he is asked to leave and become one of Earthrealm's champions, Raiden hesitates, but he soon realizes that to best serve his village, he must join them true. As threats to Earthrealm mount, Raiden must mature into the great warrior that Liu Kang knows he can be. Okay, so they're really keeping who the villain is a secret, if y'all notice. They're really keeping who the villain is a big secret, which is interesting. I don't know. Who do y'all think it's going to be? Is it going to be Onaga? Is it going to be a Titan? Huh. So yeah, just to recap. So, I mean, Liu Kang, it picks right up from MK11. He's the god of the new timeline he made, like in the MK11 ending. Sub-Zero, pretty standard Sub-Zero stuff. Scorpion, it seems to be, you know, he's from the Lin Kuei. It seems to be the original Takeda that started the Shirai Ryu. Seems to be him. So yeah, it seems to be pretty different for Scorpion this time. Pretty different. Kitana, yeah, pretty different for Kitana. She's actually going to be in Adenia this time. And it seems like she's not the actual she's princess, but like she's not the heir to the throne. Like she's just going to be like second in command to Mileena. And she's actually supportive of Mileena. You know, she's actually supportive despite like Mileena thinking she's not. And yeah, we're going to see how that breaks down. Now Johnny, washed up actor, and he's actually gonna go along with Liu Kang's plan and all that willingly to try to get some clout. So, you know, I respect that. And then we got Kenshi. He's in the Yakuza, but he's trying to, you know, bring honor to his family's name, you know, break the Yakuza ties, get his sword back, all that. All the good stuff by Kenshi, good stuff. And then Kung Lao. It seems like Kung Lao is kind of playing second fiddle to Raiden, you know, as far as like being like under Liu Kang. So, you know, hopefully he doesn't just get killed off again, but we'll see. And then Mileena's probably got the most interesting change here, where she's actually the heir to Outworld's throne. I just noticed that. So it's not the heir to Adenia's throne. So are Adenia and Outworld like merged in this case? Princess of Outworld, yeah. So it's not Adenia. It's like a merged Outworld and Adenia. Okay. Because it's definitely like Adenia too. Because if you look at like the stage and like the people and like stuff like that. So it's like a merge. That makes sense too. I think the reason they did that is because to like casuals, Outworld is way more recognizable as a name than Adenia. You know what I mean? So they if they didn't have that be Outworld, then Outworld would really take a back seat. You know what I mean? And I feel like the casuals, they need Outworld to be like prevalent. So I feel like they merged Adenia and Outworld, and then they just called it Outworld. I feel like that's what it was. And then we got Raiden. He is the new champion. Swap roles with Liu Kang. So yeah, y'all. This was the new character bios they dropped on the site. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what your thoughts are. Later.